Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Now in today's session, we are going to guide you about the paper pattern, selection of chapters and the time management for higher financial accounting HFA subject of SY BCom. On special request of SY BCom students, we are taking up this. Similar such video we posted on third year BCom's paper pattern. So we got feedback of students that please do it for second year BCom as well. So today's session we are going to take up with that. This 10 to 15 minutes session will really help you a lot in utilizing the time at the optimum manner, because from 21st or 20th of December your second year exams are there. So in this session you'll come to know which questions should you opt in the exams, which chapters should you prepare, what is your paper pattern, etc. Let's start today's session. So we are going to deal with second year BCom, SY BCom, higher financial accounting subjects. Three things we are going to cover in this session. One is paper pattern. Second is selection of chapters to score maximum marks. And third is time management. So 70 marks paper, it is going to be mid-semester exam. Already of 30 marks has been done. So in this 70 marks, total 5 questions will be there. What will those 5 questions include? Let us see. So going with the paper pattern, very first the paper will be divided into 2 sections, section 1 and section 2. Section 1 is of 40 marks and section 2 is of 30 marks. I repeat, section 1 40 marks and section 2 30 marks. Now in section 1, question 1 is a compulsory question. There is no option in that. Everyone has to compulsorily go in for question 1. It includes 4 questions of 2.5 marks each from each unit. From unit 1, you'll have 2.5 marks question. In unit 1, you have the chapters of share capital, bonus shares, underwriting, buyback, and some theory of company accounts is also there. Unit 2, again, you'll have 2.5 marks question from redemption of preference shares and profit prior to incorporation. 2 chapters are there. So 2.5 marks question will come from that. And further session today, even I'll guide you what kind of questions are actually expected for this 2.5 marks. So stay with me up till the end, and also do like the video, share the video amongst your friends. In this session, we are going to update you about the strategy to prepare for your upcoming exams. In unit 3, you will have debentures, 2.5 marks question from that. And in unit 4, you'll have chapters of investment accounting, property, plant and equipment, and lease accounting. From that, 2.5 marks question will be asked. See, what you all can do is rewind it, sit with pen and paper, and you note it down so that you exactly understand how to prepare for your upcoming exams. Now going further, question 1 is a compulsory question. Now question 2, 3, 4, 5 will be unit wise, will be asked unit wise, and internal option will be given in every question. So question 2 generally comes from unit 1, where I have studied the past year's papers and made this paper pattern. So more or less this is expected, but don't go short with this. Little chances are there that some other question may be asked from the chapter also, but I expect that from share capital generally, without pro rata, normal share capital's question where issue is there, forfeiture is there, reissue is there, comes for 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks. And it is combined with a question of underwriting of shares or small question of bonus shares or buyback theory. Buyback or other theory also can be asked. Buyback doesn't have practical questions. 5 marks question combined with that. And in option generally, they ask you pro rata full-fledged question of 15 marks. Pro rata based issue, forfeiture, issue. If you are lucky, within pro rata, only forfeiture and reissue, 3 to 4 entries can also be asked for 15 marks. It has been asked. Only 3 or 4 entries, pro rata workings, and 15 marks. Later on in this session, I'll guide you which one should you prepare. Out of the 2 options, which one should you go in for? I'll give you the advice for that as well. Going further, in question 3, It will be from unit 2. Question 2 will be from unit 1. First question compulsory from each of the units. Question 2 is from unit 1. Question 3 is from unit 2. This is the last question of section 1. As I said, section 1 carries a weightage of 40 marks. 10 marks question 1, 15 marks question 2, 15 marks question 3. So total 40 marks weightage of section 1. Now what will come in section 2? There are two chapters. One is redemption of preference shares and the other is profit prior to incorporation. 15 marks full-fledged question comes from redemption of preference shares, as well as in option 15 marks question comes from profit prior to incorporation. So any one chapter safely you can prepare and still attend complete 15 marks question in exam. Which one should you prepare? Stay with me, I'll tell you further in this session. Going further, section 2. So section 1 is done 40 marks. Now section 2 is of 30 marks, which is from unit 3 and 4. Question 4 will be from unit 3. Now what will come from unit 3? Debentures question, full-fledged 15 marks, is generally asked in each and every exam in past year, sinking fund based, debenture redemption fund based, wherein you have to make 4-5 ledger accounts, maybe journal entries are asked, 2023 journal entries are there, 4 to 5 years ledger accounts are to be prepared. Debentures account, debentures redemption account or sinking fund account, debentures redemption fund account, sinking fund investment account, interest on sinking fund investment account. So that 15 marks question generally always comes in exams. In option, you are asked again debentures. See, in unit 3 there is only one chapter debentures. Only one chapter, single chapter debentures is there. So both the questions will come from debentures chapter only. Sinking fund is almost sure guaranteed. In option, you have short questions on issue and redemption, like issue of so many debentures at par, redeemed at par, issued at par, redeemed at premium, issued at par, redeemed at discount. Same way, issued at premium, redeemed at par, issued at premium, redeemed at premium, issued at premium, redeemed at discount. Same way, issued at discount also. So redeemed at discount is not possible, I'm sorry, redeemed at premium. 6 different situations are possible. Those questions are generally asked for 10 marks combined with some theory of 5 marks. Again, which one to go in for this? I'll guide you in the further session. Question 5 will be from unit 4. Now unit 4 has 3 chapters. Investment accounting, then property, plant and equipment. Accounting standard 16. I think 10. Accounting standard 10. Property, plant and equipment. And lease accounting, accounting standard 16. So normally you find that either investment account or property, plant and equipment account or combined question of 15 marks is asked. In this unit, actually it is very difficult to leave anything in option. I'll guide you further why. But generally we find that either there is full-fledged question of investment of 15 marks and there have been exams where there was 10 marks question of investment combined with 5 marks theory from property, plant and equipment or lease accounting. So I suggest not to leave any chapter in option, particularly in unit 4, because you'll have to take a risk of 5 marks then maybe. And in option, generally you have property, plant and equipment question of 10 or 12 marks and combined with some theory of lease accounting of 3 marks. So this is how the paper pattern can be most expected studying the last years and past several years papers, right? I hope you would have noted it down. Otherwise, you can pause the video, rewind it and again note it down somewhere so that you get proper idea how to prepare for your upcoming exams. Now, as I said, I'll be guiding you about 3 things. One is paper pattern. Second is selection of chapters to score maximum marks. Now, because you have so many internal options, which chapter should you prepare for exams? Considering the time remaining at the disposal right now, considering in exams what will take less time to solve so that you're able to complete the paper in 3 hours, and considering where can you score the maximum going for. Now, in section 1, we have already seen that question 1 is going to be 4 questions of 2.5 marks each. Now, what is generally expected in unit 1 is bonus shares question is generally asked. So for 2.5 marks, partly paid bonus shares or fully paid bonus shares, I think 3 or 2 journal entries, 2.5 marks for that. Very simple chapter. Bonus shares you cannot leave in option. And so far they have not asked, but I feel even underwriting's small question for 2.5 marks can be asked in exams. So safer side, I will advise for 2.5 marks, you prepare the questions of bonus shares as well as underwriting. In B, profit prior to and redemption of preferences, generally theory has been asked. However, you can prepare for the short questions of redemption of preference shares also, wherein you just have to find how much amount should be transferred to capital redemption reserve, or you can find the number of equity shares to be issued. Those can also be asked for 2.5 marks. Only working based. Unit 3 from debentures. Generally, you are asked short question on number of equity shares to be issued or transferred to capital. Okay, this is what from Unit 2, I'm sorry. In Unit 3 from debentures, generally theory comes. So you prepare for theory, and in debentures, they can ask you small question of issue at par, redemption at premium, issue at premium, redemption at par, something like that. Small question of 2.5 marks can also be asked. In Unit 4, from investment, lease accounting, and property, plant and equipment, generally theory is only asked. Small, short practical question is not expected. So you all can see that question 1 has lots and lots of theory. This 10 marks will be more or less theory. Maximum practical, if at all expected, will be from Unit 1, bonus shares or underwriting. And same way from Unit 2, short question on preference shares can also be asked. Otherwise, more or less, more chances of theory to be asked in question 1. So prepare theory of all the chapters properly to score 10 marks in question 1. Now going further in question 2, you have two options: share capital and bonus shares, underwriting, buyback and theory. I told you. I will advise that you go in for share capital chapter. You cannot leave that in option. Basically from Unit 1, you can not leave even bonus shares and underwriting in option, because 2.5 marks will come from that. Even buyback and theory can be asked for 2.5 marks. So frankly speaking, to be honest, you cannot leave any chapter in option from question Unit 1, because 2.5 marks point of view, even buyback theory can also be asked. However, I will advise you that you solve share capital thoroughly well for 15 marks. Pro rata question of 15 marks is guaranteed. Okay, pro rata question of 15 marks is guaranteed. So you all can see here, we are advising you to prepare for share capital chapter for 15 marks. Unit 2, you have two options: redemption of preference shares or profit prior to incorporation. I will advise you to go in for profit prior to incorporation, because see, redemption of preference shares has lots of variety. You can be asked a question: transfer to capital reserve, minimum number of equity shares to be issued, even Unit 1, forfeiture of shares, etc., bonus shares, etc. can also be combined. It may become very complicated for you. Profit prior to incorporation has very limited concepts. Preparing the chapter would hardly take 1 or 2 days. That's it. And from exam point of view, it will take less time to solve also. Redemption of preference shares might take 40-45 minutes to solve, whereas profit prior to incorporation, you may complete in 20 to 30 minutes only. So I will advise you to go in for profit prior to incorporation. Now, section 2, question 4 is going to be from debentures. Sinking fund you prepare. Don't leave it in option, because even in the optional question, instead of issue and redemption, 1 or 2 years, last 1 or 2 years accounting of sinking fund can be asked. So sinking fund may become a compulsory question from exam point of view. So I will advise you that you go in for the topic of sinking fund for 15 marks. And you practice it thoroughly well. Very limited questions are there. If you prepare it thoroughly well, full 15 marks are in your pocket. And in Unit 4, it is advised to go in for investment accounting. Investment only I have highlighted, you can see. So if you are lucky enough, 15 marks question can be asked. And even if 10 marks question comes, you go in for investment accounting. Along with that, 5 marks theory from lease or PPE or investment, whatever it is, as you prepare for that. But at least 10 marks are guaranteed for investment. So these chapters I advise you to prepare. They'll help you to score maximum marks, as well as they will take less time to prepare from exams point of view. Okay. Going further in this session, we are going to guide you with time management. In exams, how much time should you devote on each and every question? You note it down somewhere with pen and paper, so that you prepare and be mentally prepared when you are writing the exams, along with the watch, sitting with the watch, that in this time limit, I have to complete this particular question. So question 1 should take 5 minutes approximately for each of the questions A, B, C, D. So in 20 minutes time, you must be able to complete with question 1. So in exams, you sit with that time limit. Otherwise, your accounts paper will not be over in 3 hours. And out of 70, if you're not able to attend 10 to 15 marks, they'll be very fatal. So you all go through the things properly in this video again and see that you follow this time management strictly. Going further in unit 2, if you are going with the option which I have recommended you, pro rata, it will take around 40 minutes to solve that question. And even if you go with the optional question, share capital plus underwriting and bonus or buyback theory, then share capital might take 25-30 minutes to solve and underwriting bonus again 10 minutes. So any of the options you go in for 40 minutes, you'll have to devote for this particular question. In unit 2, profit prior to incorporation, I have recommended you. It'll take 30 minutes to solve. On the contrary, if you go for redemption of preference shares, that might take 40 to 45 minutes to solve. So from exam point of view, time management point of view, also it is advisable to go in for profit prior to incorporation. In section 2, debentures, I have advised you to go in for sinking fund. That is a lengthier question. It is a time consuming question. It will take 45 minutes because so many ledger accounts you have to make. Making those formats itself take 10 minutes. And then 30-35 minutes you'll take to solve those questions. So debentures will take complete 45 minutes to solve. Second option may take less time if you're going for issue and redemption. But sinking fund is almost guaranteed, so I advise you to prepare for that. Investment account will take around 20 minutes if you're going for the investment account. Profit prior to incorporation might take more time because it is analytical. Lots of theory is there. You have to think a lot before answering those questions. So investment might take 20 minutes plus theory 5 minutes. In 25 minutes, your question 5 must be over. Overall, in all, you might be required to devote around 160 minutes. You have 180 minutes, 3 hours in your exams. Okay, question 1, section 1 I told you 20 minutes. Question 2, share capital 40 minutes, so that is 60. Question 3, 30 minutes, profit prior to incorporation, that is 90. Question 4, debentures 45 minutes, that is 135 minutes. And question 5, 25 minutes, that is total 160. Even after this, 20 minutes will be left out to cross verify everything at the end. 180 minutes are there in all. So maybe even if you devote 5-10 minutes more in between in any question, still you will be able to attend complete paper within 3 hours duration. So signing off for right now, and one more news and information for you all. In the coming week, we are going to come up with the live sessions. I'll be taking up with debentures live session as it's a compulsory chapter in unit 3. So all of you attend those live sessions, take the maximum benefit, and also you will learn app is there. You all can go through that app and buy our video lectures. Second year BCom video lectures of HFA are available. I'll put the link along with this video in the description. You can click on this link and directly buy those video lectures. They are at very nominal and reasonable rate. If you use the code of UWIL50, you'll get 50% discount for first 100 students only. So take the benefit of that, buy those lectures and prepare for your exams. Otherwise, we are already there to help you. Coming week, Monday onwards, we'll be taking live sessions to help you for your exams. Bye everyone. Take care. See you soon.